This is a little compressed air engine that we're working on, and one of the parts that I need to make is a replacement timing gear because this one, the geometry is not quite right and the teeth don't mesh. So I'm remodeling it out of plastic so I can laser cut it, and that way it can be the perfect shape. I decided to make the gear in freecad because it has a involute gear, which is the type of gear this is. It has a tool for making them, and basically you just need the number of teeth in the module, and the way you get the module is that's just the diameter that you want, so like 0.565 inches, and then divide that by the tooth count. The hole measures 0.205. It's supposed to be 0.185. This means that the laser kerf was about 10 thou. The kerf is the width of the laser beam that it burns on either side of the cut line. To offset this, we're going to, since the hole was 20 thousandths too large, I will program it to be 20 thousandths smaller than the desired diameter. Now I can select that face and export. I'll use a flattened SVG. Sometimes I make a shape 2D view from the draft workbench and export as an SVG or a DXF, depending on, because the DXF doesn't support B-splines, I believe, and sometimes the flattened SVG chooses the wrong angle, the projection, to make it. Hopefully that stuff will get ironed out in freecad, but for now you sometimes just have to try several things: that flattened SVG or the Autodesk DXF. I imported the SVG into Lightburn, and the next thing is to set up the cut layers. So first we want the first cut to be the hole in the center, and then do the outer profile last. And I will select just the outer profile by getting everything and then deselecting the center with Control. Whoops. I'll have to ungroup it first and then deselect the center. Okay, and I'll make down here at the cut palette, 0 is black, and step 1, I'll change that to blue. And then we'll change the speed settings for both of them. I'm going to keep it at 10, which is pretty slow, but because it's such a small part, I don't want to rush. I really want the motors to have a chance to hit their exact positions. So I'm going to do, that's probably 30 is probably pretty good. I'm going to try 25, just a little bit less. And I'll just do the same settings for both layers. Alright, so then the next thing is to actually locate the material in the laser cutter. The rulers on this make it pretty nice setting stuff up, so I'm going to put it at 150 millimeters and looks like about 10 centimeters or 10 millimeters. So about there, and then when I hit frame, the laser cutter will draw out the box. It's just drawing a box to make sure it's where I want it. Then we'll close it up and cut it. The hole in the center is perfect. My plan is to cut another piece out of 1/8 inch material and create a press in center bushing, and that is what keeps the gear located.